Why is it that we don't like talking about life insurance? Is it because we don't want to face the inevitable? Or maybe we have misconceptions about the cost or the structure of the policies. Or maybe it's just not a priority for you. Regardless, it's an important topic that we need to discuss. I'm Aaron Moore with More Wealth Coaching. We are a Wealth Wave and How Money Works company, and we work with individuals and small businesses to help them ensure they have long-term and consistent wealth. Today, I want to talk about money milestone number 2 on proper protection. Now, why is that so early in the stages? Well, that's because about 59% of Americans don't have life insurance. And of those, about 50% are underinsured. As a business owner, we often don't think about that as a key aspect to our business. But if you think about it, you've worked hard to earn and develop your business. What's going to happen if something should happen to you? Will that leave your loved ones in a situation where they have some debt that needs to be covered? Or do you have some partners that need to be bought out in their situation to continue the business? It's an important part of a business strategy that you should think about. Now, there's 2 types of questions that I generally get when we talk about life insurance. One is, how much should I have, and what type of insurance? So let's talk about the amount first. You really need to sit down with a financial professional and go through your specific situation, but there are some general guidelines. You should have about 10 times your income, whether it's business or family income, and that allows at a 5% conservative investment rate to cover about half of your income. There are really 2 categories of insurance: temporary, or often called term insurance, and permanent insurance, sometimes referred to as whole life or universal life. Let's talk first about term insurance. It's really designed to cover you for a set amount of time, usually 10, 20, or 30 years, and then it's done unless you renew that policy. It's an ideal policy for somebody who's on a tight budget, just starting out in business. Maybe you have some kids, or you've got some debt that needs to take care of, and you're on a tight budget and you want some cost-effective options. Now, as your income continues to increase, permanent insurance can play a much more valuable role in your wealth building strategy. And there's a few reasons for that. Aside from the fact that it's intended to cover your entire life, there are some key features where you could add a rider, such as a long-term care rider. Statistics show that 70% of us are going to need long-term care at some point in our life. The other features are it has some cash accumulation that grows tax-free. There's no market risk. You can take those distributions later in life tax-free, and it's not available to your creditors. Those are some very powerful concepts in a wealth building strategy. Now, aside from the categories that I've talked about from a specific business owner standpoint, there are some other things that you should think about and talk to your professional with. That's things like a buy-sell agreement if you have a partnership and need to buy out the other partner. There's collateral insurance. There's also key person insurance and other types of business-specific insurances that you need to work with your professional to determine what's best for you in your situation. So I gave you a broad overview of how much insurance and what type of insurance you need, but please reach out to your insurance professional and get any guidance you need. I would love to help you with any questions you have. Just use the contact information that's available below.